Welcome to my channel, All for Health with Jane. Family, the Senzo Meyiwa Trial still continues. A trial within a trial. We are still on the AVL, that is the car tracking report that is being read out by Sergeant Mohanu to the court. As he is doing that, I don't know whether is it purposely where we see him leaving out some information, especially the information from Pukeng to Primrose police station. Now, Advocate Mnisi says, no ways. We want to hear. How did you travel? On which route did you travel to Primrose police station from Pukeng? You can't just say, then from Pukeng we went to Primrose, we arrived at a particular time. You need to tell us from town to town, route from route, which ones did you take, which route to Primrose police station. I think it's fair enough. Let's listen to this clip, family.
I think if you can just indicate more or less what time did you arrive at Primrose police station?
Okay, le re tlhalosetse gore police station ya Primrose le fitlile nako mang?
Re fitlhile ka 4:30 re kitema koloi 4:30 28 seconds ka di 20 of 6/2020.
On which page is that?
Page 46.
On page 46, we arrived at 4:30 a.m. and 26 seconds. When I switched off the ignition, that is when we arrived at Primrose police station.
Umasifika ke ePrimrose kwakungo 4:30 ndethokusa ke amaseconds awu 26 ila engacisha khona imoto.
And just read the location on record.
Nke le re balle gore ke eng tulo yewe.
In which near Poppy Road, Primrose Jimiston.
It is reflected as near Poppy Road in Primrose Jimiston.
Kubhalwe lana ke ukuthi eduze ke nomgwaqo iPoppy Primrose eJimiston.
Is there a relevant entry?
In
the current book, you can refer to exhibit QQ.
Mo OB ya lena le ka ya go botlhatsi bola ba QQ.
Yeah.
Yes, there is.
Yes.
Ume OB number ya Primrose 1871.
And the OB number of Primrose is 1871.
Inumber ke ye OB yase Primrose 1871.
Nako 4:30.
And the time that reflects there it's 04:30.
Please, Malak, we're done with the re-examination. Looks like my learned friend wants to address the court.
Yes.
Just a point of clarification, without objection per se. The witness said in his testimony that they were at Pukeng, where they went to register the case relating to the finding of the ammunition in possession of accused number 2. Yes. Then from Pukeng, they drove to Primrose, where we hear now when he's saying that the accused was booked accordingly to the book in the early hours of the morning. But what I did not get well in his testimony is what route did they use on their way to, from Pukeng to Primrose. Yeah. I just want to align my notes with his testimony.
Yeah, you're correct.
Thank you.
Family, when Sergeant Mohani started reading out from the document the routes that he took from Pukeng to Primrose police station, Advocate Mnisi says, hey, stop. You're not going to read out from that document that we don't even know where it comes from. Tell us, isn't it you have traveled this route? Just inform us. Tell us, how did you go to Primrose police station from Pukeng? Tell us the towns that you have passed through to Primrose, the route that you have traveled on through to Primrose. And the judge says, I think I believe that by reading out this document, Sergeant Mokhano is trying to give us, in detail from one point to another, especially because the intention of this AVL is for us to know the whereabouts of Sergeant Mokhano when he was transporting Ntanzi from one place to another. So we want to know, in case they went to those dumping places, this document will show. But if Mokhano has to say it without indicating from the document or without looking into the document, Mokhano might say, from Pukeng, I passed Machalis. From Machalis, I passed Krugersdorp. From Krugersdorp, I passed Soweto. Then I went into, he can say that, but we want to know the specifics. That's what the judge is saying. Because somewhere we were questioning ourselves, why this much time? What were these people doing? But the document is able to help for us to understand that, okay, they spent so much time at the garage, they spent so much time at Kentucky or Wimpy, they spent so much time, which I believe it's fair, because that's the information that we want to know. We don't want him to hide anything. So family, let's listen to the judge as he responds to Advocate Mnisi's request.
I realize that the witness, when it's been requested to specifically indicate or to indicate the route that they take, it goes back into the document that is before him. And my understanding of it is that that is not how a witness is supposed to be testifying. A witness is supposed to testify independently from his own recollection. He can simply say, from our way to Pukeng, as I remember well, this is the road that we took. We took this road and this road and this road up to Primrose, if my memory serves me well. That will be the witness saying it. And then this document will come and say, basically, this is what is supposed to be happening. I mean, this is exactly the same route that this witness says they used. But for him to read from the document and say, according to this document, this is the route that we took from Pukeng on our way back to Primrose, it's irregular, my lord, because then that defeats the purpose of an independent recollection of the route that they took on that day. And that is how a witness is supposed to be testifying, because when he reads from this document, remember, my lord, this document still has got to be authenticated. We don't know who wrote this document. We understand that it's a computer downloaded document, but who downloaded it, we don't know. So basically, this document is not a testimony of this witness. When he reads from this document, it is no longer his testimony, it is what is written in this document.
Mr. Baloyi, what's your view?
As a court, please, my lord. We've been through a day of testimony and there was no objection. Witness has been testifying, saying, I was the driver of this vehicle, and basically confirming what stands in this movement report as the route that he took, just much more in detail. That is the first thing. Then the second point is, counsel says it's not in dispute that accused number 2 was taken from Pukeng to Primrose, and if that is not in dispute, I don't see what's the point of the route that they traveled. But now when the witness tries to testify as to the route that they took, now there's also an objection. I don't know
it's
whether...
a clarification. Mr. Mnisi
Yes.
is not objecting. He wants a clarification.
Yes, on the route. Now, he wants this witness out of his memory to testify about the route that they took 3 years ago, my lord. I don't know if, the witness, but we can find out from the witness if he can...
No. Let's keep the record as it is.
As a court, please.
Because as I digest the evidence, it was put to him that You actually said it's 12 and a half hours, right?
Nke re le nna le rile ke
When
di
you're
iri
in
tše
the
ka bang-
company of Mr. Ntanzi.
di iri tše e leng gore di ka ba lesomepedi le karolo ya ura mo e leng gore le be le na le Mr. Ntanzi.
It can over more or less.
More
you-
or less.
Yeah, you said that.
Yeah.
But it was insinuating that you did that in order to tire and make Mr. Ntanzi a soft target to be persuaded to make a confession.
Mo e
You
leng gore
deprived him sleep. Mr. Shololo put it like that. He only slept for 2.5 hours. And it was all deliberate in order that you must gain advantage over his resistance in not making a confession.
mo e leng
That's how I
gore
understood the evidence. anyway.
Yes.
Memshololo go ya ka yena o be a re Ntanzi le a mo lapiša ge ntše le mo sepediša kana mokgola gore le tlo kgona go humana botlhatsi bola bo e leng gore o be a bolela gore yena o re go diragetšeng ka gore Memshololo feletše a rile o robetše fela iri tše pedi ke ka mo e leng gore le feletše e le gore le boletše le nako yeo.
That's why it's important for this court to actually appreciate and know what the expiration of time was expended on. I don't know. But if you read from this, if this is correct, one can start appreciating. For instance, that when you went to Boxbeck, somebody forgot his memory stick and what have you, and you had to drive back to Soweto. Is that not so?
Gape ge e le gore lena le bala ditokomane tše ke mo e leng gore motho o swanetše yena a kgone go kwešiša gore motho o ke o sepetše a be a ya kae-kae ga a fitlha Boxback ke mo e leng gore ba ile ba gopola gore motho o šile memory stick ya gage ke mo e leng gore le ile la boela morago a go jwana.
Indeed, my lord.
That is correct, my
And
lord.
you also stopped at an engine filling station, takeaway, Kentucky, you recall? If you don't mention all those things, we don't know how the time was spent by you because there wouldn't be evidence to appreciate that at some stage you stopped to buy food.
Gape le ge lena le ile la tlhaloša le ile la re le eme engine kae lena le reka Wimpy goba le tšea takeaway ela ya Wimpy go be go ka se kwešišege gore botsebotse batho ba kgale ba ema ba dira eng lena šimo le kgonne go tlhaloša ka lebaka la gore pampiri ga e tlhaloše yona.
My lord.
So I
That is
suggest,
how so.
let's continue in the same manner in which we were, unless persons want to say we admit that evidence, then that's different. Okay, right,
As a court
continue.
pleases, you can continue from where you left off.
Family, I also think now that the expert has not been called, let Sergeant Mohani read out this document point to point. He mustn't hide anything away from us. So we want to hear all the details. We want to hear all the destinations. We want to hear everything that he has passed on his route to Primrose Police Station. Unless, family, you have it the other way around, in the comment section, tell me what you believe in, because this is my opinion. This is the way I feel I would be satisfied if it's done in this way. So you tell me, how do you want this done? Say it in the comment section. Let's talk about this, family. And thank you so much for watching this video. Thank you for supporting this channel. Please like this video before you leave. Subscribe for my channel if you haven't done so yet. I love you very much, family. Thank you, thank you, thank you.